viewers, The Last of Us 2 stream part 15. The Last of Us 2 stream has been going for quite some time now, and I am almost ready to promise this will be the last part of that all, because very close to an ending. I was actually believing that I would have finished this already yesterday, but as it seems, still some work to be done before heading to Ghost of Tsushima. So let's see how the story ends. At least now I'm not in a hurry today, so there's plenty of time to go. So welcome to those who just joined the stream. Like said in the briefing, this should be the very last of it.
Stray! We got a stray! Right over here! Peter down! Oh. God damn it!
And this all started like shit.
Fucker!
I was kind of assured that I would go all the way. And
Stop her!
what the fuck? Somebody's right behind. Oh, and god damn it, I die. So much for the sneaking part. Guess I should have started. Okay, good. It kind of reset the whole deal here. Because my plan is not very good at the moment. Just wondering, can we just kind of
Got something. I'll look into it.
can we just let loose this poor bastard? Please, somebody just give me some sort of comment so I know that the chat is once again working, because there was previously some YouTube chat problems. The comments just wouldn't show up, and since I don't see anything on the screen, I'm yet unaware whether or not this chat function actually. Hello Renbrain, hello Giganti Wing, and hello Petri. Thank you for putting the comment on the screen, so now I know at least the chat is working. To reply Petri's comment here, yeah, I like this game a lot. To be honest, more than the first one. There is a way to release this one. Good. This is sure to cause some chaos. So there's lots of bad guys. I don't know if it's doors, but it kind of reminds it. Created this sort of a Vietnam War feeling.
Ambush! Ambush! That way! Came from that way! We're getting killed out here! What the fuck? Everybody spread out! Guard the tower!
Let's see how long I can keep this sneaking game.
Think it came from that way! Holy shit!
Run away! Right there!
Thanks, Jaga. I think it went just nice. The thing is, can we just let these poor bastards loose and cause more havoc? Because these bastards would definitely cause some nice problems. God damn, that one more is... Oh yeah, it's the loose. Great. Because why waste my own ammo on that? This seems to be so far going rather well. But given that I'm usually fucking things up right here. God damn it. Hello, Jaspu. Nice to have you here.
Mateo!
I'm playing a bit of a waiting game here for the time being. Because it seems that these... Hello, Based. Where the hell are those dudes going? Oh, no, there's good. It's upstairs. So they are actually going upstairs. Nice. So they were actually useful. More useful than I could have imagined them to be. But it seems they might be just my problem in a bit. Like right now. Hello, Devin.
Watch the infected!
Exactly, Aspu. I mean, like, why spend my own ammo on those creeps if I can just kill them each other? As long as they don't just surprise me from behind. Devin, that was meant to be kind of a naughty joke, so you got it. Congratulations, man. I was going to say some crude joke about it, but then I figured some jokes are just best when not explained. After all, people actually got more gratification from jokes and nasty remarks when they figure out themselves. So these guys have plenty of rooms to explore, maybe some good loot as well. At least it's unlikely that some douchebags are waiting for me now that well, Petri, I'm definitely gonna get it. I don't know which one gonna be better, PS5 or Xbox Series X, but being the active gamer as I am, I'm gonna get them both. I don't wanna miss exclusives, and well, I guess that pretty much sums up my reasoning. Now the thing is, Finland is more a PlayStation country, so whether it's about playing multiplayers or buying second-hand games, in Finland, you basically want to be a PlayStation gamer. But to be honest, I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out those Xbox exclusives either. And that's why I bought Xbox One, like maybe, I think it was like a couple of years after I actually got my PS4 back in the days. Well, we are saying that the point is that next generation Xbox is just called Series X, and they will have exclusives. The thing is, at the moment we don't know which one will have better exclusives, Xbox or PS, that is, the next generation. The current generation, in my opinion, PlayStation easily wins. Alright, that killed that. Nice. The point is, both gaming consoles will have exclusives anyway. And of course, even Nintendo has exclusives. So I'm lucky to have Nintendo Switch as well. And now actually, during this weekend, I actually got a new PC. And I can finally play PC games after so many years. So, yeah, I have more machines where I can play games than I have time. But better that way than the other. To be honest, I haven't checked out the specs that closely yet. First of all, it's mostly my my work computer, but I asked my boss that please let's get a type of computer I can at least a little bit play. So it's gaming made computer, or made for gaming. So it has at least decent graphics card, some fast 16 gigabytes of memory, processor, and to be honest, I don't remember the rest of it. I really need to check it out. But it's bought from the Finnish gaming PC. So, yeah. But I will get the specs later on. I mean, I've been basically console gamer for so many years now that it's not just likely that I will be an so active
We're under attack! Come on, let's go!
PC that on gaming console.
Fuck! Ambush! Came from back there! We got a live one! Here!
Yeah, Leonardo, I mean, Xbox One is a good gaming console, but what it lacks is the good amount of good games versus PlayStation 4.
Over here!
And that's how you kill an enemy. Yeah, Petri, definitely so many games. I think most games actually got delayed because of COVID. That's anyway the official thing I read recently. Sorry to hear about lag, Devin. It might be because, I mean, it shouldn't affect my upload speed, that is with stream, that I'm actually downloading Windows updates on my computer as we speak. Hence, the actual stream was a little bit delayed because I had to set up some stuff on my computer. I mean, the thing is, this is kind of a nerdy talk, but I couldn't get my wireless keyboard working. So, because I mean, it didn't really connect to its receiver, so I had to type all my Windows initials and all that stuff with a virtual keyboard, and that already was a kind of a annoying thing to do.
Right here!
So I had a little bit of a setup thing going on with virtual keyboard, setting up my account and all that stuff, so that I could actually get in logged on. And hence that took a little bit of time to sort it all out.
Take her out!
Anyway, now that I actually got that keyboard set up, also with my wireless mouse and all that stuff, I finally managed to start deloading the oh, fuck you. Come here. Good.
Down! We found her! Here, here! Heads up!
Kalmosmeli, my max bench press sucks. Only 120 kilos. I really suck at bench press. My deadlift from
Over here!
my bench press is my deadlift since like
Push in!
Done!
Whoa! Look out! Look alive! I'm gonna find you.
My deadlift was 250 in December 2018.
There you are!
And my squat was 2019 spring 230 kilos. I'm still kind of trying to get to my old so now we finally got those bastards down. Yes, but nice to hear that you have a new computer as well. Anyway, at the moment I have no idea actually what to what the fuck is this dude doing? He could have killed me, but no, he was waiting for my turn. So nowadays I don't even know what to exactly play on my new computer. I still haven't figured out which games I should start doing, because the thing is I have so much great games on PS4 kind of to be played. For example, today if I manage to finally go through this game, I am planning to start Ghost of Tsushima, which I have mentioned I guess way too many times already, on PlayStation 4. And I have an ongoing project with the Assassin's Creed Unity on Xbox One actually, but that console is in my living room, so it's not even playable on streams at the moment. Anyway, there are obviously some PC exclusives which I wanna get my hands on when I have the chance. And those of you wondering why powerlifting questions to begin with, well, the thing is now that you might have noticed, I have started to bring more content to my secondary channel, Rauta Beyond, and the idea is to put the all non-metal comment, including gaming in the future, to the Rauta Beyond channel. So it will have my powerlifting videos because so many people have been asking for them, and also these game streams will start taking place there instead of this Rauta channel. So most likely, at least for the time being, this will be the last gaming stream on Rauta, because there are lots of people who are not interested in gaming videos. They're only interested in metal reviews, interviews, and stuff like that. So hence I started the idea that I am dividing content to two different channels. I know it might sound confusing, but I guess in time you will get used to it. So Rauta Beyond is dedicated to all but metal, whereas Rauta is very much focusing fully on metal, and we're not gonna pester people with gaming content or whatever. And Cosmic, to say to your question, who buys pre-built computers? I mean, there are many people who are not skilled enough to make their own computers or even select the parts. I used to put up my own computers, select the individual parts like motherboards, uh, memories, graphic cards, whatever. But I mean, it's way too geeky stuff for most player. And hello, Alex, by the way. And this is the company called Jim's PC Store here in Finland. They actually make custom computers. You can pretty much select your own parts and let them do the building, or you can just buy the parts from them and build it fully your own, or you can just select one of the computers they have built, or whatever. Basically, you can like buy their custom-made computer and switch parts and let them do the work and so forth. So yeah, there's so many ways. So basically, it's a custom-made computer, even though it's branded as Jim's computer. And they have these crazy projects like PCs costing like 50,000 euros or whatever, or 10,000 euros. So it's not like they have all these 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 euros computers, but multiple choices really. And yeah, so they have lots of options, and this is one of those custom-made computers. So I like it very much. I can trust those guys because they're pro geeks doing their stuff, making their own computers and picking various processors, graphics cards, and so forth from different manufacturers. And they can even test different combinations, like which motherboard works, which kind of display drivers and so forth. So multiple options really. Devin, cool. Yeah, this one is from Jim's. If you have Jim's pre-built computer, you can pretty much check out the specs from the site once I just post the model of my computer on the site. I don't remember it just like out of my brain because basically my boss was suggesting like, would this be okay? And I checked out the facts that yeah, it has good processor, good graphics card, and enough memory and all that stuff. So I like, yeah, let's do it. So it's not some budget computer with 500 euros or just whatever, but made for computing, though of course not a high-end computer because I mean it's mainly for my day job, not gaming, but it's made for gaming. Yeah. And Leonardo, nothing wrong with that. I mean, people are too fussy about, specs like what kind of phone you have, what kind of console you have, what kind of computer you have. I mean, let's be honest about it. Nobody gives a damn shit about one's computer if it's or phone if it's like few $100 or euros. Let's start talking when we are talking about cars and houses, when we're talking about tens of thousands of value, then it's worth mentioning like, do you drive Mercedes-Benz S series or do you like drive a Porsche? Nobody gives a damn about basic casual stuff like, yeah, I have these 400 euros or bucks Android phone, so blah blah blah. Anyway, and yeah, Cosmic, that's because computers wanted to go to mainstream. They noticed suddenly like people are buying those gaming consoles like crazy. So yeah, why not? Why not go crazy with computers as well? Hello, Cruentus. And I'm killing this close to an end mood with all my nerdic babble. Yes, Devin, I totally get you and I pretty much agree. Though sometimes when you have money, it's nice to go for a little bit of quality and pamper yourself. For example, I bought a car that is way beyond my needs because I wanted a little bit of quality, not just car that runs.
Hey!
Hello, Yoni. Welcome
Abby tried to
once
escape.
again.
She's down in the pillars.
The pillars?
And in case people wonder what I'm having today for a gaming drink, it's Lafroig, 10 years old. Smoky, peaty, tasty. Just like me.
Come on.
So I don't know, I've been eating like a pork today. Lots of sushi before I went to the gym. Lots of chicken and, those kind of a chicken fillet with crusty outside and then some jalapenos. And man, I feel stuffed right now. I can feel those calories burning while I play. So whiskey is not exactly the best post-workout drink, but let's be honest, life is worth living if you have your stuff you can indulge yourself with, or whatever, how the saying goes, I don't know. But those of you who were here with the stream yesterday pretty much know what's going on. We're very, very close to the actual ending of the game. So it's a payback time and redemption. Yes, Steel Chaos is happening. Devin, did you watch my Steel Chaos preview video? If you did, you should have all the necessary information. Nothing has really changed since that. So hotels, tickets for the fest, everything like that is something that people should consider. Yeah, I released it like maybe three weeks ago, maybe. And yeah, there is a money back guarantee if somebody can't come because of COVID. So if your flights, for example, whatever country you are from, you're probably Finnish if you have a Teams machine. But the point is, if people are coming from outside Finland and they're pondering whether or not they should buy the ticket because they don't know how COVID will affect flights and stuff like that, well, there's a money back guarantee in case one can't make it to the fest. One can't make it to Finland because of Corona. So better to buy the ticket early enough and book accommodation before prices go up or before those tickets are sold out.
Abby?
That's my advice. That is, if people are coming to Steel Case in the first place. I strongly recommend it though, because it's one of the best festivals here in Finland anyway, and the lineup is just killer. Basically almost all the major Finnish black metal bands are there, and then some new ones, and by new ones I mean the bands that haven't really done gigs. So plenty of good stuff at Steel Chaos. I really strongly recommend it. It's a new venue for Steel Chaos, which is obviously the same one as Steel Fest. So, Ellie, jump! God damn it! Oh, I'm too weak to jump. I've been shot at. Yeah, anyway. In my opinion, one should not miss that. At least if the distance is not too big and if there are no flight problems. Oh, she's actually here. Can we just shoot her? No? Yeah, Petri, I think that's the problem with story-driven games, especially. I'm curious, what is this tribe that actually put these people on these crosses and whatever? Like, why? Were they cannibals? What they were?
They're both this way.
Exactly. That's my point. Am I going to play this game second time, you mean, Yoni? You mean a second run of The Last of Us? Cosmic, I don't think we have. Jaspu, yeah, but why? That's the big question. Like, I mean, what is the point of this tribe who are just torturing or whatever these people? Yeah, cannibal holocaust style. But I mean, the reason is this just to create a shock effect, or is there a point? I mean, because I mean, starving people if you're like cannibals doesn't really make sense. You wanna keep the victims in good fat. Think of the story about the grim fairy tale about Hans and Gertrude or whatever it was, and there was this evil witch who had this house made of candies and sweets. She was trying to make this Hans or whatever his name was, big, big and fat. So there would be this delicious fat when he would cook the kid, and lots of stuff to be eaten. No one wants to eat skinny bastard. Got my point. Hello, 7th Blasphemy. And Ioni, to answer your question, no, I'm not going to give this another run. First of all, it's very much a story-driven game. Nothing will change the second time. Secondly, I have way too many games in my backlog waiting to be played, so I don't have the luxury of time to play even the games I want to for the first time, not to mention second one. There are some exceptions. Like for example, I have GTA 5 and I think I should give it a fun second time just for streams and whatever, because GTA 5 is a lot of fun anyway, even if you don't follow the storyline.
I'm not gonna fight you.
So that have been thinking that I should be streaming every now and then, even though I played GTA 5 when it was
part of this.
released on Xbox 360 some 7 years ago. Ferdinando Marte, that's a very good suggestion. But what annoys me is that it's not explained. And besides, weak slaves make bad slaves. Yeah, that is supposed to be Abby, even though it doesn't look like Abby. Well, that's what you do when you don't have enough protein. I mean, human metabolism is made so that first you lose all muscle and fat you lose only second. Yes, we are pretty close to the end. Why doesn't she just stab Abby instead of doing this cuts? This makes no sense. Like, how come Ellie became this bad a fighter when she was so good at it? To be honest, I don't think these kind of quick time event type of fights are very interesting. Yes, Petri, that is the thing. Yeah, Far Cry 6, that's one of the games I'm most stoked about. And yeah, Cosmic, I agree. This is to make this kind of a fights is like the kind of a Hollywood type of endless fist fights kind of a thing. You just have to kind of postpone the end. Sometimes it puzzles me. You can have a great story for the most of the time, and then with the ending, you just do crappy ending. Yes, this is not the best of close combat fights I've seen, but I don't know. Dramatization. And these kind of fights I've seen in many games. I remember in one older Far Cry game and one I think it was Red Dead Redemption. Also you had this kind of a fist fight. Also Death Stranding had kind of a similar boss fight time. You could just basically you had to dodge always a few times. So it's basically like quick time event. You bash two buttons. Hit or dodge. That's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm bashing. I dodge a couple of times, then Abby misses, then I'm gonna hit her a few times, then a dodge again. To be honest, a cutscene thing would have been better. Abby is trying to tap out, but she doesn't remember this is not UFC. I'm still tapping the buttons even though nothing is happening. What the fuck now? She basically leaves her girlfriend, travels a lot, kills a lot of people to just kill Abby, and then she decides not to kill Abby.
No.
Where is the logic?
Just take him.
I mean, Ellie has absolutely zero problems morally slaughtering dozens of human enemies. You know, shooting them in their face. And Abby, which is supposedly, you know, her arch enemy, that she fails to kill. Like, you can just. Ellie goes stabbing, shooting with shotgun, submachine gun, sniper rifle, revolver, automatic pistol, throwing them with, Molotov cocktails, pipe bombs, axes, pieces of pipes, and whatever to kill all those people. Dozens of them. Taking risks with the zombie armies. And then when it's time to, face her arch enemy, I'm not gonna kill you. I feel bad about it. You didn't feel bad about them. I don't know how many dozen of people you failed. I mean, killed. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so if we just put this stupid logic based Abby bit that finger off. I mean, if we put this stupid endgame logic aside, it's been a really enjoyable trip. I'm still wondering how there were so many people last night when I was playing roughly the same time, and there was like double the amount of people online. What's so different between Friday and Saturday? Leonard, there's nothing wrong with listening some Manowar. So now Dina has left Ellie because Ellie wanted to revenge. Ain't that a bitch? And now Ellie is asking herself, was it worth it? Was all that road to kill, hunt down Abby worth it? Now I didn't even kill the bitch, and my girlfriend just left me. Oh, Ellie. I could have told you. Yeah, Bruno, one could have figured it would have been bigger. Yes, based. That's a kind of typical bad mood movie plot. You know. Yoni, all right, cool. Well, were there a lot of people at the bar? How was the bar trip in general? I mean, because last week's Monday I was at the bar until like 2:30, and there were lots of people. Maybe Dina actually figured out that Ellie is a nutcase you don't want to spend your life with. That's my theory. Alright, let's play some. No? Hey, where are all the evil tunes? What the fuck is this? Ah, god damn it. Yo, I am Ellie. I want my revenge sweet and cold. I don't have a shotgun, but I have a glass of beer. Alright, let's stop fooling around. You don't want to be staring at the rest of the evening stupid song. Yeah, Devin, I catch your point. It's hard to make your own songs when the well, no proper chords to play. I mean, I'm not expecting to play Metallica, but maybe I should have been able to play some Ildiarn. Yeah, but still, the best game soundtrack ever metal-wise. GTA 4, The Lost and the Damned. D-side, Battery. Stuff like that as a game
I'm
soundtrack.
drinking.
It was so fucking cool to hear those
Coffee.
tunes. Cannibal Corpse, by the way. I don't even remember what other bands there were.
Where'd
But
you get that?
yeah.
Those people that came through last week.
There was so
A little embarrassed.
great
as to what
mood.
I had
You
to
know,
do
you
to
just
get it,
went
but
to the biker garage
all that.
and you could just hear Battery or Cannibal Corpse playing. It was so awesome. Vice City
I
is
had stuff
really,
under
really
control.
great game. Oh yeah, based. Yeah, yeah.
And you
Cool.
need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay.
Vice City was really, really brilliant, especially for a guy like me who grew up with series like Miami Vice. So Vice City was
Dear.
basically, you know, taking me back
She your girlfriend?
visually to that 80s Miami in so many ways.
No, that was just
And one of
one
the
kiss
voice
that doesn't
actors
mean
was
anything. She
actually
just,
the one from Miami Vice
I don't know,
playing
But
Ricardo
you do
Tubbs.
like her.
Hello, Dolan. Joni, why? I'm curious. Why did you talk Rauta
so stupid.
in the bar?
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
Ferdinando. Yes.
I'm not trying to.
I was
See.
supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered.
Laugh is great.
But you took that from me.
And I remember actually Vice City. I remember how cool it was when Anthrax and other cool bands from the 80s actually were played in the radio station that played rock music. V-Rock station.
There's so many
Joni,
more
I
words
guess
on this I
that's a
can't
nice
get
thing.
through.
I hope they didn't hate me though.
I would do it all over again.
Petri, yeah, Vice City. That was the shit. I think I played it on PC though. I didn't have PS2 nor PS1.
I don't think I can ever forgive you for that.
I jumped on the console bandwagon with Xbox, the first one. Before that, I was PC player, and obviously I had Commodore 64, Amiga 500, and all that stuff. So basically, computer video game player until first Xbox came, and then Xbox 360, but still playing a lot of PCs. And only after when I quit World of Warcraft, I stopped upgrading my PC, and I became more and more kind of a console gamer with Xbox 360, PS3, and then PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah, Cosmic, that was the king, Commodore 64. That was the national computer in Finland anyway. Joni, are still people are they upset about Werewolf Blur or what? Don't they read the description which explains why that video is blurred? Hail moi. This time you're rather on time. Just barely 1 hour in. based, I am very much inclined to start another game that will be the Ghost of Tsushima, but I need to set this up so that the stream will go on to the Rauta Beyond channel. So Joni, were people upset about it? Or I mean like were they like Jerry is one fucker because he blurred the whole fucking interview, or how it was? Hello Black Metal C, and thank you. This has been quite a trip. More than 30 hours in the game, and I feel satisfied. Little complaints here or there, I guess mostly about the ending. I didn't find this ending to be too satisfying. To be honest, I would have seen this end more satisfying if Ellie was killed. Because, I mean, somebody had to die. And, I don't know. I like this game a lot. The story wasn't so good as with the first one, but obviously it was kind of a hard thing to do. But yeah, I enjoyed the game. I don't think I'm gonna go too much today about how I feel the game. I am gonna digest it a bit, and I think I'm gonna make it a video, kind of like if you know the concept which I created for Rauta Beyond, the 5 reasons to play, watch, listen to, whatever kind of stuff. I think when I have digested this Last of Us 2 a little bit more, like how it made me feel, what did I enjoy, what I didn't enjoy, and all that stuff, I will be talking about that later on. Well, curious enough, this might be the most hated game for a while, but this also broke the records, being, I think, the most fastest selling game on PS4, I think. I read something like that. So a lot of people were quick to buy this game as well. So that kind of explains, I mean, those record-breaking numbers kind of explain why there is so much kind of a hate, or rather dislike and disappointment. Yes, Amax, I totally agree. But to be honest, I don't think that the story was like a disappointment as such. I mean, creating good game stories seems to be a rare breed. And I think it's mostly because, I mean, if you compare it to movies or books, the thing here is the pacing of gaming is so different versus what you have in books and movies. In movies, you can just make a really strong story in 2 hours and that's it. But with gamings, players might go doing side steps, and players might have pauses. They might go scavenging for parts instead of, just going on with the story. And obviously games need a certain amount of action, or you're gonna say there wasn't enough action, it was way too straightforward. Yeah, Leonardo, I am a little bit disappointed by the end, because I think it's way too kind of a safe. And of course I'm gonna compare it to great games like Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2. So overall I think this was a great game. Definitely a 5-star game. But yeah, the story could have been better. Now I don't feel that bad. I mean, like, we had to play this kind of antagonist character, Abby. because after all, gaming itself was fun, and I don't mind playing the bad guy, so to speak. And besides, we could really think about it on a philosophical level. Who was the real bad guy? I mean, they both killed dozens of people along the way. You know, both going for their revenge. Abby going for revenge because of her father, who was killed by Joel. Ellie going on revenge because Abby killed her, technically, kind of like stepfather in a way. So both are basically doing the same shit, just on a opposite sides of the table, you know? Abby being the bad guy and Ellie being the good guy. But in essence, they both are kind of assholes. They both kill a lot of people in order to just get their revenge. So whereas the first game was all about survival, you have to understand that. The second game was much more, and not in a good way, definitely. So I think these both main characters were sort of an assholes. Yeah, Cosmic, but that's how I feel. Well, I like that kind of a philosophical take anyway. I mean, that the beauty of philosophy is that people can be very much in a disagreement, and it's still all philosophic topics, and it's okay. I mean, it's much like liking certain kind of albums, whereas everything in politics becomes kind of like personal fights and throwing shit at each other. But in my opinion, politics are horrible versus philosophy, you know? One can be about nihilistic thing, one can be about cynical things, one can be about Epicurean things, and you know, so forth. Positivity, negativity, not caring at all, you know? But that's philosophy, it's interesting. Anyway, I don't think anyone wants to hear my philosophic topics or opinions, but I'm just saying, compared to games like Red Dead Redemption, the story, well, it's bound to be a disappointment. Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2 were so mind-blowingly good because they had this strong dramatic element, but yet at the same time they had this kind of a cathartic feeling, you know, that things actually reached an end. Yeah, Yoni, I'm not gonna spoil, but I must say both Red Dead Redemption games had really great stories, and that's because of they had great main characters, and they are both more or less kind of a tragic stories. But those kind of stories are like happen like one in a 10 years, so it's not like fair to compare other games to them. I mean, they're like the top-notch stuff. Yes, Petri, yeah. I actually should start Witcher 3 at some point. I have been postponing it forever because I always go for like shorter games versus, you know, longer games, you know, because I think if I started to play Witcher 3, it would be like 6 months project at least. Yeah, you mean you mean Dark Souls. I have the Dark Souls 3 there waiting for me. That's what I like, Cosmic, about morality. Because, to be honest, all this right or wrong, black and white thinking, I think it's very cheap and kind of a stupid also. So, I like when things are in the sector that there is no absolute right and wrong. I mean, there might be lots of wrong ways, but there might not be at all kind of a right way. That's what I like in, for example, war movies, war documentaries, because basically there might be no good guys at all. Everybody's just an asshole. For example, when I was talking about this Vietnam War documentary. It kind of shows so many Americans were assholes. Vietnamese, so many ways of assholes. But then again, Americans also had this kind of a good heart. I mean, they had good intentions. But so did Vietnamese. I mean, they wanted to fight for their own freedom and all that. And America wanted to kind of save the world for them. And it all started a kind of a slaughter where nobody wins. So that's interesting in my opinion. Yeah, I think Socrates said it, you know, in a great way that uh, the only evil is ignorance and the only good is knowledge. I think that pretty much uh, kind of says it all for me anyway. Individual being can be evil from one perspective, but it's not like that. I mean, it could be easy to say, yeah, drug dealers, they are evil because, I mean, they do nothing but harm. But then again, they are just, working in order to get more money and basically pay other people to have jobs and blah, blah, blah. Take a look at the Pablo, Uncle Pablo. So, yeah. Cosmic, there's nothing wrong with liking young boys. Young boys, young girls, who gives a shit? Yoni, yeah, Platoon is one great example of all that stuff. But I think Apocalypse Now goes even beyond all this stuff. Petri, that could be a nice idea. I'll think about it, but next will be the Ghost of Tsushima. Alright, nobody wants to see these end titles for the rest of the evening, and nobody wants to hear me rant about philosophy, all that stuff. So can we actually to Ghost of Tsushima? What do you think? What do you think? Are you ready for that? Besides, you will just laugh at my Dark Souls skills. I mean, I am the one of the guys who just decided Bloodborne too hard. I'm gonna just skip it. But then again, Dark Souls. I mean, I liked what Bloodborne was all about. You know, I liked the world. It was so evil and kind of horror and dark and all that stuff. I liked the game mechanics, but for me, it felt like too difficult and would take too much time to get good at it, and I didn't have that time. It's like, Jerry, go for a bench 250 kilos. Yeah, you might need 20 years, but hey, you can do it. Just eat and train and sleep. Like, yeah, right. All right, guys, I'm gonna now stop the stream and set it up for my other channel. At least I hope I am able to do that. So so I hope to be back in say 5 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, first I'm gonna take a look at my computer. Like, it's probably need rebooting after Windows updates and whatever. But I will now try to set up a stream for Rauta Beyond channel. So I hope to be back in roughly 5 to 15 minutes. So be sure to check out Rauta Beyond soon, and Ghost of Tsushima awaits, because this game is now bye bye. Or should we take a look at this concept art images? Yeah, they're beautiful. Woohoo! Or maybe not. Well, are you satisfied? All right. Stream going off now. See you soon with the next game. Let's enter mystic historical Asia. And in case you're not hearing from me soon, well, check out the Discord. But anyway, this stream ends now. See you soon with the next game. Take care and bye bye.